Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At their own 26-yard line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now third down and 6 to go.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
6 Maverick, 6, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 Light, Buffalo 8, Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Bronco 80.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Saints at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Come on, come on. Ready.
They'll run here with a rookie. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That's good. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. You look at this Packers defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6.
Looking to throw. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Red. 70 Lions.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal.
60. Go, Reed. Go.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Late groupie now for the extra point. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Saints 7, Packers 0.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. When you look at the Saints defense, they come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this will be caught at the 30. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to throw. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. 37 now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 60 Bison.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. Well, we're seeing running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Now he's free at the 35. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 69 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not, that's your plan. Run the ball against them, that's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did, my bad.
I'm flying straight from Random Pond. Rolling out to Durban, I was putting with some prawn. Then I fly out to my...
Go, Craig! Hawk 70. Ready?
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They set up the screen to Miller. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get 1 key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Go! Ready?
He'll go with the keeper. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Groupie for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
The score is Saints 14, Packers 3. Blake Groupie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the ground.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
First down. An 8-yard pickup.
The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Loose inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 61 yards. And the Packers are back within a score.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Packers 10.
Kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they have the game here followed by the open date on the calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, smash Broncos. Here we go. Ready,
And now here's a carry heading left. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
18, 5, 65, 65, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
That's taken in by Franklin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Ready.
On 1st down, they'll run it on the draw play. And a solid run down inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him. It has been tough to stop here in this first half.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Second and 2. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Oh, what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
70.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Saints. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a quarterback sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints are able to stretch out their lead.
The kicker on
Here's
for the extra
Grupe for the
point.
PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Saints 21, Packers 10. Late rookie to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Araiza is on to punt here as he gets this one away. A solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their fourth possession. Touchdowns on their first three possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Crash. Cowboy, 19 Lions. Come 19. Cup, 19 tight. Not 18 run. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Street. Mustang 19, Panther 11, 60 Maverick, Dragon 60. Go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Ready.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Trap 50, Warrior 70.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this is caught at the 8. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Pioneers, 70 Lions, 7 Pirates, Buffalo 18, 19 Lock, 19 tight, Panther 50, Panther
2nd and 5. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
They're on the 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan to attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. But get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Second and 7 from the 23. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
If these guys got to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. And even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in strong. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Christian Watson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's got some space here. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 117 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
Now a handoff up the middle. Pass. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Viking 18. You gotta fuck this out. Go.
Now a handoff running through the middle. Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements around, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready?
He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Second and 14. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
18 card, Warriors, 70, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to a this running back complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try a run for it. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Grupe for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Saints 31, Packers 17. Blake Grupe to kick off for the Saints.
After the touchdown, here's Grupe to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Back to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now 2nd and 3. They'll drop the throw. And Watson has it right side. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? Not like any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. They have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
19, Charger, 19.
2nd and 13. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
70 Lions. Mustang 19. 60 Bearcats. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Packers are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, given 14.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
us a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw again. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Brian Brzee fought in and get them down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So they decline the holding penalty and will take the down instead as that leads us to 4th.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He finds his man complete. That's Atkins. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Everybody's got a song.
down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Only 3 there in the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Get it. 70 Lions. Let go.
He'll get that complete.
But I think the ball's out. And this is going to kick out of bounds. What a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, this defense knows, they're well aware that they're down 2 scores, and they figure this is pretty much their last chance. They know if they give up a touchdown here, that ends it. Nice job on 1st and goal to push them the other way, but they have to be thinking takeaway right here.
From
the gun, he'll hand this off.
It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
A 6-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Now back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to pull that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
So after the field goal, back out is Groupie to send this one away.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Diamonds on me fight, Nick and Reese, Ikatina, Orange Richard Mille on me dance just like Bia, going against Glizzard, wouldn't want to be
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 65 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Go!
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the
But, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for New Orleans, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.